What's up, Gophers? Welcome back to another episode of Gopher Nation News. My name is Cassidy. We have a great episode for you today featuring athletes, clubs, and a special thank you to our teachers. So let's get started. First up today, we wanted to check in with some of our athletes to see how the chaos of the pandemic has affected their athletic seasons.
So how has the dance team adjusted from dancing to the gym and the football field to dancing in the parking lot?
It's definitely been a challenge because we're more spread out and it's hard to feed off of each other's energy, and it's cold. So
Yes.
but we're making the most of it. It's definitely a lot better now that we have the whole team out there, but it's definitely not what we all want.
So the dance team they have a very strong bond. We have a very strong bond with each other. How has it been for you specifically and all the other dancers? How hard has it been not being able to dance with each other and get to know each other for such a long time?
I think that's definitely one of the hardest aspects that we've been dealing with right now on the dance team, is especially with a lot of the new people who came in, like the freshmen and the people who have on the team for the first year. It's hard to get to know them, especially over the screen. Some of the older people that we've known and we've already developed relationships with, that's not as bad, but I feel like it's really hard to get to grow a bond with the new people and be able to support them in this hard time. So
Yeah. What are some things in the past that we've done that we're not able to do that you thought was the highlight of dance team?
Definitely just competitions. I know some of my best memories from being on the team are when we're at the competitions. We do this thing right before we go on where we call circle time, and we sit in a circle and we just talk about what this routine means to us and our goals for going out there. And that's just kind of one of the missing out on that this year, not getting that time together to bond and all that. It's just sad that we're not getting that this year.
It is sad. Okay, last question. Since we are only practicing once a week, what is something that you're hoping for as far as the dance team practicing or competing, or just something that you're hoping we're able to do in the future?
Definitely just be able to develop a bond with the rest of the team. I feel like at this point, since I've only had, I think, 5 practices with everyone, not with everyone, I've only had 1 practice with everyone as of right now. I feel like we don't know each other very well over the screen. It's kind of when you're learning over the screen, it's almost like you're dancing by yourself because there's no one there cheering you on. So, and it kind of takes away the teamwork aspect of the dance team. And so getting just as many practices as possible where we can all be together and we can all cheer each other on, that's just what I want.
How do you feel about the upcoming tennis season?
I'm pretty excited because I love playing tennis. I'm not sure if we're competing, so I'm a little sad about that. But we're still having practices, so I'm pretty happy about that. So I'm feeling hopeful that more people will join because we only have a few people. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for it.
What have your practices looked like?
Well, we haven't had very many yet because of the weather, but they're basically just Coach Simpson hitting with us, kind of helping us on our strokes and getting us prepared to play.
At this point in time, what are you expecting the season to look like?
I think that it's just gonna mainly be practice, because I'm not sure if we'll be able to compete. Hopefully, I feel like if we are able to, that would be great, but I'm not sure. So I think it's just gonna look like us practicing all together and improving on our skills and stuff.
And finally, if you had the opportunity to compete, would you?
Yes, I would. I think if we do, we're gonna like make sure it's all safe. We'll probably have to wear masks and sanitize a lot. But if I get the opportunity, then yes, definitely.
How do you feel about the upcoming tennis season?
I'm a little nervous about the season, considering just we are unaware of what the future is of most of our sports programs, and also we don't exactly have enough people for a full tennis team. We currently have two people attending practices, and a few more that say they're gonna join during the season. So we really need more people if we're gonna have a successful tennis season. I think we can still play without the full 12, but it would really be nice to fill out our roster a little more.
Yeah, understandably. Has communication been difficult?
It hasn't been super bad. I think tennis is one of the more safer sports, so our future is a little bit more concrete than some of the contact sports, where you don't really know if you're going to get to have a season or not. Tennis, we're pretty sure that we will be able to, as like I said, it is one of the more safer sports. So communication hasn't been too bad. I think we know mostly what's going on, what's going to happen, and I'm looking forward to it.
We all know we cannot wait to get back out there and just play a normal season. Just know that your Gopher family is rooting for you. I know I cannot wait to get back out there and just perform with my team again, because it's been a minute. Okay, next up we wanted to check in with some clubs to see what they've been up to. First, we have an update from Tyler and the Speech and Debate Club.
Is this your first year in speech and debate? If not, then how long have you been in speech and debate?
Yes, actually, this is my first year of speech and debate. At first, I was pretty nervous to be joining at like my junior year because I was worried that people would be competing at a higher level than me. But it's not a judgy sport. It's actually really fun, and it's a good community to be in. People are really supportive.
Are you enjoying speech and debate this year? How has speech and debate been running?
Speech and debate is going well. We've had 2 tournaments so far, and I've competed in both of them. Unfortunately, our team did start the season late, but that hasn't stopped us from competing, and I'm really enjoying it.
How are you and your team been doing in the tournaments so far this year?
So far this year, well, we haven't had a ton of people competing, especially since towards the end, when we started our speech and debate season, that was like the end of semester 2. I mean, that was the end of semester 1. And so a lot of people were like really stacked up on work and that sort of thing. And so unfortunately, we haven't had a lot of people competing yet, but the few people who have been competing, we've been working hard and we're working to improve, and it's really enjoyable and it's super fun. So we might not be winning, but we're having a good time.
Is this your first year in speech and debate? If not, then how long have you been in speech and debate?
Yeah, so I'm a senior now. I was in speech and debate all of sophomore year, the beginning of junior year, and then I had some family stuff I had to deal with, and then I've been in it the entirety of this year.
Yeah. How has speech and debate been running this year?
It's been really awesome. I was really surprised. We started pretty late in the season, like 3 months late out of a 6 or 7 month season. And I'm planning to go to 4 tournaments. So.
What do you like about speech and debate?
It's really fun. I like making a project and then working on refining it based off of judges and what they say, or team members and what they say, or Mr. Malin, who's our coach, and what he says. So.
How are you and your team been doing in the tournament so far this year?
We've been doing pretty good. I mean, I think that besides me, it's all newbies who are participating in tournaments. And we've been placing like somewhat well. And this is a new event for me as well. So
What are the tournaments like formatted wise?
do you want in person or online?
Online. Let's just do it.
Okay. So I've the 2 tournaments so far, and they were both completely different because it really depends on who's hosting it. So for the last one, we had some asynchronous. So I recorded my thing a week in advance, sent it in, and then a week later I heard back.
Yeah.
But the one before that, it was all live. So I got to hear
Yeah.
other people talk. I had to be on the computer for like half an hour for each round. So
Is it too late to join speech and debate? If not, would you recommend it for people to join next year?
it is not late at all. I mean, it's a little late. We have 2 tournaments left. So if you want to participate, we'd be glad to have you. And you don't have to go to tournaments. It's really fun to work on something, even if you're not going to tournaments. And if you can't find space in your time this year, you can always join next year. I think it's a really fun event.
Sounds like they're having a great time. If you're interested in joining the Speech and Debate Club, please contact Mr. Malin at malin@gresham.k12.or.us. Next up, we have Audrey and a check-in with our National Honor Society.
Hi, I'm Sage Stevert and I am a junior. How has NHS been going? I would say it's going pretty well considering we're in a pandemic. What are some struggles that are occurring? I think one of the main struggles I've been having is staying focused and finding volunteer opportunities that are COVID safe. What are you doing to overcome it? Something that we're doing to overcome the problem with volunteer opportunities is coming up with different ideas and new ideas to do socially distant or by yourself. What are some volunteer opportunities that you have been able to do due to COVID guidelines? Some volunteering I've been able to do was pick up trash around my neighborhood, collect rocks and paint on them. I've been able to help with the Great Toy Drive, packaging toys and sorting them, and I've also been able to help one of the schools near me clear some invasive plants. Lastly, do you have any hope for next year when hopefully we get the vaccine and COVID starts getting better? Yes, I do. I really hope that once the vaccine comes in, we can start going back out and doing more volunteer work that is more person-to-person basis rather than doing it socially distant and by yourself. I think that it's so important to get that person, like face-to-face connection with a person when doing volunteer work.
Lastly, today we have a special teacher thank you video created by NHS member Alexis Garrison. We here at Gopher Nation News wanted to thank all teachers and everything that they've done this year. I personally would like to thank Miss Kay for all the hard work that she's done with the concert choir. Go and thank one of your favorite teachers today. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Good morning, Gophers. There is a group of people that deserve recognition this week, and that group of people are our teachers. Why? Because we might not know this, well, we probably do, but our teachers have been through so many struggles and challenges in order to give us the education we deserve during these tough times of distance learning. But not only our teachers, the counseling department and the administration have done so much for us too, and they deserve to be thanked and appreciated from us students, because motivation during these times can be hard, and all the motivation they can get will be well appreciated. I am so thankful to have these amazing teachers and such an amazing administration and counseling department to get us through these tough times of distance learning. And these other students have the same thoughts as well.
Thank you to all our GHS teachers and staff members who have made us feel so supported throughout this pandemic and distance learning. You guys are amazing, and we don't tell you enough. You guys have gone through such lengths to make sure that we're understanding what we're learning and making us feel like class is class again. So thank you so much.
So I think that teachers right now, especially during COVID, are so important because they take time out of their days to stay behind and help students. Specifically, Mr. O'Brien, he stays behind constantly to help me with math and other students with math. So,
Hola, I'm Amelie. So today I want to recognize some of our teachers. Well, all of our teachers, but there are a few that are just above and beyond. So there's two teachers I want to recognize today. So, if you don't know him, his name's Mr. Malin, and he teaches Spanish. So he's funny. Like, there's those really serious teachers, and then you have Mr. Malin. Like, you always, when you go to his class, you always have a good time. Like, that's why I love him. And the second teacher I want to thank is Mrs. Williams, because she makes history fun. And a lot of times history is boring. So, yeah. It is important for us to thank our teachers because we are dealing with our annoying attitudes. We are teenagers who want to do nothing but sleep all day. But they are here teaching our annoying butts, letting me know about the real world. So go out and thank them! Adios.
Hi everyone, my name is Diane and I am a senior at Gresham.
Hello, my name is Imani and I am a senior too.
And what I'm most grateful about my teachers is that they're willing to work around everyone's schedule so that everyone can get the help that they need.
I am very thankful for all the teachers for being very patient with us, and I appreciate them in their hard work that they have put in throughout the school year to try to make it better for us.
I'm thankful for your teachers, as they have sacrificed so much for us to get the proper education we deserve during these tough times of distance learning. Take a moment today to thank one of your teachers for all of their hard work, as every bit of motivation and appreciation will help them get through these next two quads. I hope you guys have a really good week, Gophers.